I'm excited. It's going to be a good show.
It's going to be a great show.
Have anything to do with that dildo you're sitting on? Started out.
I forgot about that.
No wonder you're comfortable.
We said we were going to talk about
all
this
of
today, right?
Fub you too.
I got my man Sexy Texy in the house.
What up?
What up, Texy? How you feel, man?
What up?
How's your dildo
Feeling
doing?
You feel good?
My dildo's going down.
Everybody's
my throat.
dildo feels good, man.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, it's going to be one of those shows today, guys.
Vato V, how you feeling, buddy? Vato V in the house.
Feeling great. Feeling great.
Man of the streets. Man of the streets. So we got a lot we're going to be covering on today's show. A lot of stuff. I'm going to break that down. But I'm telling you, we're here for you folks, okay? If you have anything you want to ask us, we have a phone number you can call. That phone number is 818-570-5085. Again, that phone number is 818-570-5085. We're here to cover any type of topics, any type of questions, any type of concerns that you may have. And we talk about everything here. It doesn't matter. No holds barred here. We cover everything from whether President Trump can unite us to should I get tested for hepatitis. We cover all that type of stuff. What else do we cover here, Gina?
From home improvement to the Me Too movement.
To the Me Too movement. That's right. We're going to move that mic a little bit closer to you there.
Okay.
How about you, D?
From how to change a flat tire to what do you do if your balls perspire? I don't know.
We got you. We got you.
Inquiring guys want to know.
Right. From what to do when a child gets sick to should I date a fat chick?
See? We got you. I'm telling you, we got you covered. How about you, Vato V?
From North Korea to you might have gonorrhea.
Burn, baby.
We got you, man. We cover all the H's and things in between. So we have a very interesting show here today. Our show rundown basically is we're going to talk about jealous, insecure, deranged lovers. Jealous, insecure, deranged lovers. There's a lot of that going on. There's been a lot of that going on. We're going to discuss that a little bit here on the show. It's also going to be our current event topic. And then we're going to get into the question, the meat and potatoes of our show, which is it a good idea to continue contact with an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend or even get back together with that person? Is it a good idea to do that? We're going to talk with people on the street about that as well. So basically, we're going to get into our current event first. Our current event, like I said, has to do with jealous, deranged lovers. We're going to start with this one here. There's a lady. Her name is Emily Javier. Apparently, this lady found her boyfriend, okay? This guy, I guess he was a loser, played video games all day. And she, so that if that doesn't piss a person off enough, she found out this guy was on Tinder. She, I guess, looked at his phone and found out that this fucking loser is also possibly cheating on me.
He didn't passcode that shit like we talked about last week.
We talked about that last week. If you don't want to get caught, do not give her your passcode, okay? But I guess this dumbass loser, wasn't thinking that night. Maybe after he jacked off or something, he lost his focus. So this dude does it. She finds out. Then here's the thing. She not only does she confront him right there, but she waits a whole week. Okay, a whole week. She goes to a samurai sword store. She doesn't go get a gun. She doesn't confront him right there, cut his dick off. She goes to a samurai sword store, purchases the samurai sword.
She tried these fuckers on.
Okay. She brings the samurai sword back, waits till the guy falls asleep, and then this fucking guy just wakes up, and all of a sudden, she's swinging at him with the samurai sword.
Damn.
So he's doing what he calls the Wing Chun move to block the sword from chopping him up.
Wow.
She ends up chopping off a couple of fingers and things like that. Now, here's how crazy this chick
You
is.
watched some Kill Bill, huh?
I guess.
Kill Hillbill. Hillbilly. These people look like total hillbilly, dude.
It's crazy. Now, here's the deal.
Kill Bill the gamer.
Yeah. If she didn't want to kill this guy, or this guy, if she didn't want to kill him, or if she wasn't crazy enough, this is what she does, okay? So he goes, please don't kill me, I'm dying. And all of a sudden she has a change of heart, starts crying and feels sad for the guy.
She went and got the first aid kit. She's like, I'm sorry, motherfucker.
Got the first aid kit, called 911. And, of course, they were able to come and grab some of his fingers and digits and things like that and put them all together and save the guy. Shit. So that's a crazy bitch, okay? That's a crazy lover.
Yeah.
Would
that be considered an ex?
That's to be continued. To be continued on that. So what do you guys think about this crazy shit? We'll start with you, Gina. What do you think about crazy women? Being the crazy woman that you are, what do you think?
Super crazy. Well, the funny thing in that story is that only because he was on Tinder doesn't mean necessarily he's cheating. Maybe he was just browsing. You know, it's kind of like Facebooking or whatever. So the fact that she was so insecure and so mentally deranged is super scary. So I mean, really, no. Not
So you think just because he was on Tinder, maybe he was just checking out the website, you know, making sure that everything's on the up and up
He's
with
checking
Tinder.
out for his friends.
There was
exactly.
no cheating.
That's like just seeing like what's out there. I mean, it doesn't mean
That's a good one,
it
guys. If
doesn't
you ever
mean-
caught on Tinder, use that. I just want to check out the website.
I want to read
see
the.
how
I want to
this
read the
technology
profiles.
works. What does it mean to swipe left or right? What happens there?
That's
bullshit. We all
weren't
know
the
what that
signs
shit
there
is, dude.
first? Like, wasn't she like, yelling at him like,
No,
"Motherfucker, I'm gonna kill you one day,"
but there's
Yeah,
a difference.
cut your dick off.
But there's a difference when you catch someone cheating, caught in the act. You see, two people together. You see two people having sex. Then when people get killed, then
Crime of passion
temporarily
should happen,
insane.
as they call it.
It's yeah.
Yep.
So
Second
I
degree
feel
murder.
that's very different than. What do you mean you have Tinder on your phone? Yeah, you can have a discussion about it, but to go and buy a samurai sword.
Where do you even fucking
that's
buy one,
crazy.
dude?
Talk
Like,
about
you
it.
have to know where the damn store is.
And
Right.
There you go. Right.
She
Chinatown, I'm
she
assuming.
thought about that. She
There's a
thought about
Chinatown
it.
everywhere.
premeditated?
She did.
It was
Hey,
premeditated.
she
But they
went
sell
to-
they sell samurai swords in those like stores in the mall. Are they
Right,
they
right.
not
I've
sharp or
seen that.
something? Or
I've seen that.
I don't
I don't know.
This
It's
one
been
was
a
pretty
while.
sharp, I guess. She
Hey,
chopped
well,
off some
Maybe she
fingers.
shot
obviously
it.
she bought the sword so she can cut off his fingers so he can't swipe left or right anymore.
I can see that. That shit's
Nice.
in the same.
Use your knuckles.
Right.
Nubs.
Can't do it anymore.
The samurai sword's in the same category as like shooting somebody with a fucking crossbow. It's like too much Walking Dead.
Yeah, it's
I don't know, man.
Too much,
Too much
like,
movies, man. I don't know.
It's like she really thought. I could see this guy sitting there playing a video game. She looked at him and said, "I'm gonna cut this motherfucker up. He is just such a loser." You know.
Maybe she
thought
played video
about
games
that.
too. That's why she
Yeah.
got the samurai sword.
Watching
like
too much
that.
Shinobi.
Oh,
man.
yeah,
Too much
that's
Shinobi
true.
and
That's
shit.
true. Yeah, Shinobi.
Maybe
Is that
she
a
cut
video
off his
game?
thumb so he won't play games anymore. There it is, man.
Damn, dude.
That's crazy, man. That's
It-
crazy.
Fuck
Have
is
any-
Lord coming to?
Have any of you gentlemen had any experience briefly with a crazy chick in your life? A crazy
I still have all my
girlfriend,
fingers.
You know,
All my fingers still here.
penis,
1, 2, 3,
penis
4,
and
5, 6, 7, 8, 10.
fingers and stuff like
I'm
that.
getting rid of my fucking Nintendo though. I'll tell you that much. No more Nintendo for me.
Anybody, anybody got any stalker stories? Anyone stalked them or
I've had
waited
stalkers,
outside
man.
there or just popped up at your house when you're taking a shit? Whatever.
Or have you ever been that shady bastard to hide in the
Yeah.
bushes?
I know you're the one that's taking pictures.
Texting.
Texie, you have.
I was about to say Delano.
Hey, you know, Texie, he's experienced with drones and shit.
man.
Use that for the wrong purposes, man. So
Peepee Tom.
peeping Texie.
Hey, it's
So-
not peeping in if they have their window open. It's there.
That's right. It's public domain right there.
There you go.
Well, what is the craziest thing a girl has done out of jealousy?
Oh man,
Kill? Murder?
murder.
How long is the show? An hour?
No, that you guys know. I mean, in your
That we know about?
Lorena
know
Bobbitt.
your life.
I know of somebody that
Oh, in
was
our
actually
lives.
killed. It was somebody kind of close to us friend wise. He was actually killed by a jealous boyfriend. This is very common. If you look,
This is a female?
this is a male. But if you look through, look online, man killed by jealous boyfriend. There's tons of stories. It's very
Tons.
common.
Yeah,
It's
it is
not
Men in the
a-
homosexual
So
community?
you're saying the
No,
homosexual
and everything.
community?
It's
No,
men,
common?
women, doesn't
a
matter.
jealous
He said
boyfriend.
man versus a man, right?
Yeah, you said man
Okay.
kills boyfriend. That's what you
a
said.
boyfriend. Look at a new boyfriend
Uh-huh.
with the heterosexual relationship.
your
A
shit
girlfriend. Hold on, my shit is straight. Yours gets pushed in, so watch out. So look, heterosexual relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Girlfriend's previous boyfriend is still around.
Oh,
stalking
I
and
got
shit,
you.
And
By an
he goes-
ex-boyfriend.
And I'm talking like not
Ex-boyfriend.
recent. From what I understand, it was something that was kind of done and over with, maybe a couple
Yeah,
of years.
he couldn't get over it.
He
Wow.
came back into the picture and
Yeah.
ended up
Yes.
killing both of them and then himself.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's not the only time like that I've. It's
So that's like just
patterns.
love triangles and people
Dangerous
people
territory.
fucking.
It goes both ways. Girls
Yeah.
go nuts like this one.
You know,
Yeah.
it's funny you say that. That I bet you in those situations, I wasn't there and I'm not an expert, but I bet you in that situation where the ex-boyfriend comes back and kills the current boyfriend, I bet you there was some type of contact going on between the girlfriend and the ex-boyfriend. I don't think the guy just disappears for years and then he just comes back and
agree.
decides to kill the person. So
There's something was going on right there. The girl was either exactly like you said. They were talking, texting. Something was going on because why would he, do that? Like it just doesn't sound right. But
I mean, there's stories where they just kill him because he just doesn't want to leave her, doesn't want to
Yeah.
lose her.
Because they're
So
nuts.
it's
Yeah.
Well,
fucking crazy.
that leads us into the next segment of our of our show here. Is it a good idea to continue contact with an ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend?
No,
and-
see you guys next week. No. Answer's fucking no.
Well, statistics say that 20% of couples that break up, 20 to 70% believe in getting back together or having contact with an ex-girlfriend. When I say 20%, Paula, you asked me this earlier because that's a huge number in between or whatnot. I think 20%, it depends on how serious the relationship is. Like if you dated for a few months or whatnot and it didn't work out, 20% of people, they usually get back together or something like that. But if you've been together for a significant amount of time, maybe have kids and live together and that type of thing, then that bumps it up to about 70%.
70% that do what?
That usually get back together or believe in getting back together or having some type of contact with their ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend.
Well, again, man, like I don't think. Well, personally, I have my baby mama and stuff like that. I keep it cordial with her, but I'm not gonna get back. We're not gonna get back together. So the reason why we have contact, obviously, is because of the kids. Either they're sick or whatever. That's the only reason why I have constant communication with her. Other than that,
for the kids.
Yeah, for the kids.
Yeah.
Other than that, she has her own life. She's doing her own thing. I have my own life. I'm doing my own thing, and that's.
So you don't go to her and like, hey, could you just give me some head for the children, for the children.
Never.
All right, so we're gonna, we all have our opinions on this, and we're gonna break down our opinions on this, but we always like to do our little streetwalker segment, okay, here on the Mentality Show. So let's hear what the people on the street have to say. Today's statistics show that about 20 to 75% of people who get involved in relationships end up getting back together again. And it depends on how serious the relationship is, of course, for those statistics to work, but it is true. But here at the Mentality Show, we don't want to just go with everything or believe everything we read. We want to find out for ourselves. So here on Melrose Boulevard in Los Angeles, we're going to talk to people and get our own statistics. This is the Mentality Show Streetwalker segment.
Vámonos.
All right, so I'm here with Roger. Roger's going to answer a few questions for us regarding his situation and what's going on with him.
Okay.
Are you currently in a relationship, Roger?
I am currently in a relationship right now, but
Do you love her?
I love her.
You love her? Do you have kids or anything like that? with her?
No kids.
No
It's been
kids?
6 years though.
We first started seeing her, you found out that she was having some type of contact with her ex-boyfriend. How would you feel about that?
I won't go for that too much, man. But
and why? Why is that?
Because I don't believe like exes should be friends. You know what I'm saying? Like once you like close that chapter, it should be over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he had his chance, right? He fucked up.
Yeah, he fucked up.
And now it's your turn.
It's me.
Exactly. It's all you.
Plus, I always think I'm better than the ex anyway.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So let me ask you something. If you were in a relationship and you liked the person, okay, and you found out that he was still talking to his ex-girlfriend, how would you feel about that?
Yeah.
No.
I'd start hard on him.
No? Why is that? Why is that?
It's principle, I think.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
think
Territorial.
unless he had children, and there was like a reason,
Baby's mama type thing?
Yeah, then that's
Right.
different. But no,
Right,
too
right.
close to home.
Not cool.
Not cool.
Not cool.
Okay. Hey, so I'm here with Nubia and Sierra, two beautiful black women here. They're going to answer some questions for us today regarding relationships. Okay. So, young ladies, are you in a relationship right now, any of you?
Yes.
You are? No? Not at all? Okay. So, being in a relationship, if you would have found out that your that your boyfriend was still talking to his ex-girlfriend, how would you feel about that?
I wouldn't like that.
You wouldn't like that? Why wouldn't you like that?
Just because I feel like there should be like a level of respect. You know what I mean? You're in a new relationship, so you shouldn't be dealing with your ex.
So I'm here with the beautiful Claudia, okay? Obviously, it's so obvious you're in a relationship. You're absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. That's very sweet.
And I'm right about that. You are in a relationship,
I'm
correct?
seeing someone, but we're not there yet.
You're not there yet. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's perfect. So you're starting to develop feelings for him, right?
Yes.
If you were to find out that this young man or person was still talking to the ex-girlfriend, how would you feel about that?
I mean, you'd have to understand, like, ask them why. You know, I feel like people are too quick in signing off a situation and getting their anger distract the actual situation between you and that person. I think.
Nina, let me ask you this. Are you in a relationship right now?
I'm not.
You're not. Okay. If you were in a relationship and you loved this man, you were totally falling for him, but you found out there was one thing, he still had contact with his ex-girlfriend, close contact. How would you feel about that?
You know, it's funny that you say that because I'm really close with all of my exes, but I don't know how I would feel if my boyfriend was. So,
interesting.
Yeah.
So you are okay with being in contact with your ex, but you wouldn't like it if your boyfriend, someone you were dating, was in contact with his ex. And why is that?
I don't know.
That's like a double standard.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a double standard. Thanks for pointing it out.
So if you and I were to start a relationship, you would be okay with not communicating with your exes anymore, right?
Yeah, I would be okay with toning it down.
Toning it down, but no, you're not going to stop the contact completely,
maybe
right?
a happy birthday here and there.
Really? See, I would think if my ex were to hit me up and say happy birthday or special occasions, I would think she still wants me. She still wants me. That's how guys think.
What if you were to hang out just as friends ever so often?
I would still want to sleep with you. I would still want to have something. I would still want to get in those pants. Yeah. So you have no sexual attraction and no interest, no emotional connection to any of your. Well, there's still an emotional connection, right?
Emotional, yeah.
So you don't think that people can cheat emotionally? I think I stopped her. That's why you probably didn't want to have your boyfriend have contact with his ex.
Yeah.
Because if he were to answer that, that question, like, emotionally, I still like her, So I think we're having in the Church of Jesus Christ and Latter-day Saints moment here, I think I taught someone a lesson here, right?
You did.
I feel so good. I'm like, Dr. Phil, say if you think you can have contact with your exes, yes, my Dr. Phil, I'm sorry, it's horrible. Anyway, you were great. Thank you so much. Awesome.
You changed my life today.
I changed your life, right? And there you have it. We talked to many, many people here on Melrose Boulevard. Normal, everyday people gave us their opinion on whether you should get back or reunite with an ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend. What do you think about the statistics that we found on the streets here today, B?
You know what? Surprisingly, they were very, very low. Very, very low. And to the people out there who want to get back with their exes, chances are you're not going to be with them for long.
So there you go. Don't do it. Statistics are very, very low as far as what we read, as far as what we found out. If you want to get back with an ex,
don't do it.
That does it for the Mentality Show Streetwalker segment. Vámonos!
Vatos.
All right, and there you have it. People on the street have spoken, and if you want to see the full video, excuse me, if you want to see the full video of that, we have outtakes and just a lot of other funny things going on with that. Check us out on YouTube, The Mentality Show, The Real Mentality Show on YouTube, and you'll see all the funny videos, and you'll catch some of our past shows. So, gentlemen, after seeing that, Vato V, you were there. Sexy Texy, you were there. What would you say the statistics are, the percentage of people, after talking with them, what would you say the percentage of people, what percentage of the people feel like it's okay to talk to exes or have contact with their exes?
Like 40%, even less than that, like 30-40%, man. But a lot of people that we talked to they're in it for sex, man. Like, that's what they were talking about. So that's what it
came down to. I think the one girl who says she talks to her ex-boyfriends, but she wouldn't like her boyfriend. She's one of those codependent people who need, she's got the break in case of emergency. Got that dick in the safe. In case this one fucks up, I'm gonna call this guy up real quick.
How old was that chick, dude? How old was she? More or less?
She was in her mid-20s, maybe.
Yeah. So you have to understand, like, it's all age and like fucking your relationship development. Like, where do you stand? Are you looking for somebody serious? I think as you get older and more involved, the number of people that are actually keeping active, like, stables of exes, I think that diminishes over time because you're getting serious. That's just not going to cut it. Like, that chick, when she settles down with somebody that's maybe more protective, not jealous, she's going to fucking, let me see your phone. Who are you talking to? Right. Who are all these penises in your phone? Yes. The phone is heavy with penis.
Penis!
Very heavy.
What about you? What about you, Gina? Do you feel like it's okay to still have contact with an ex?
Not anymore, no. I used to think differently, and I wish I had all this wisdom and knowledge and epiphanies that I'm having now in my life, that I'm in my 40s. I wish I had that like 10 years ago. But my opinion on this particular topic always used to be, well, if I had let someone in my life, which I'm very careful with that, and I'm very selective, and then, you fall in love with somebody and you do all of these amazing things. So then,
what does that mean?
Well,
look at your eyes when you said that.
Yeah, well,
she got the D.
So then then you're parting ways for whatever the reason is. But I think it definitely matters how you parted ways. So say, for instance, there's a huge difference between if someone lied to you and betrayed your trust, hurt you, cheated on you, and all of that, or if it was simply a timing issue, if it was a lifestyle thing, if it was, a
circumstance instead of a character flaw. Yeah.
Correct. And then, you still love that person. You understand the circumstance, and it's not that the two of you wanted to break up. And so when you hear from that person, you kind of... It's a nice thing because you still, falling out of love with someone takes just as much time as falling in love with them. And I think it also depends on the length of the relationship. So for me, it was always like, but it was, I'd be happy to hear from my exes, the ones that I parted amicably. But then over time, I realized also that at this point in my life, I don't have time for that. It is exactly like you were saying.
Men and women are such different creatures because I've listened to what she just said and thinking about how men think. It's like she's thinking about totally different things than what guys are thinking about.
She's thinking about emotions and he still loves me, he still wants me, and that makes me feel wanted as a woman. Man, we just like, man, I could hit that recycled pussy again.
Well, and then I
want to hit that again.
She texts me for happy birthday. She wants me.
She wants me. That's how me.
And that's not what because I used to do that. I just wanted to say, hey, I didn't forget about you. It's your birthday. Happy birthday.
And I'm thinking she wants the D.
Exactly.
Okay, so
you can say happy birthday, but we say come to me.
Real question though. So like, if you're in a drought or you're in and out of relationships, and all of a sudden this ex comes to mind that was kind of a cool person, you guys parted ways properly, there's nobody special in your life, you're not looking, you're not whatever, would there be any hint of possibly like, okay, maybe a quick hookup, happy birthday?
Yes.
Or like, see that? Okay, so it goes both ways. It's not like I only want to say hello, I'm thinking of you. You're thinking of a memory of, hey, this happened, maybe it'll happen again.
But you had some amazing moments.
But it's more emotional for a woman than it is for a guy.
At the same token, if I was in love with somebody, I don't want to go there for just sex. So then I'm going to be too emotional. Yeah. So if that's all I wanted, I can get that around on any corner.
That is
so I don't
true.
need
Women
to go
can
there.
get it anytime. Like you just walk outside and go, this. And then it's going to happen.
But he's like, but I'm a priest. I said, fuck it. Get in there, boy.
That doesn't stop you. You touch the boy.
Yeah. So I think therein lies the difference. Or then you think about. I always think about how it made me feel when we had to part ways.
Mm-hmm. See, you guys think with the right head, we think with the wrong one.
Right,
so
right,
that's not good.
Well, they think with one head. We got two.
There you go. Yeah, two heads are better than one sometimes.
What did Robin Williams said? There's not enough blood in the human body to operate both heads at the same time. Something like
it's
that.
one or the other, right?
So I think with the wrong one.
And my thing is, hear me out here, if this guy,
stay away.
If this guy has been inside of you, okay, and you're in a relationship with me, and you want to continue contact with a man who's been inside of you, that's not right. That's not right. Because once you cross that line, okay, if that's never happened, if nothing sexual has happened, and you're just friends with this person, then it's okay. But once he's been inside of you and you trying to start a new relationship with me, it's not going to happen. The same with men. If you've been inside of her and you want to continue contact with her and you're trying to see somebody else, why bring that drama?
Yeah.
Why bring that barrier that you have to cross into a relationship? Because this new person you're seeing is just not fair to them.
No, it's not.
It's not fair.
It's like a parachute, dude. Like you are afraid to fucking put yourself all the way into that new thing, and that's your safety net. That's your fallback.
Good point. Yeah. Good point.
But who's guilty of it? How many people that go through life? Like I would say most people are probably guilty of that.
I think most people in their younger age are guilty of it for sure. As you get older, and you get more sophisticated relationships, it kind of changes.
Well, one guy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I have one of my girlfriends. She is best friends with two of her recent ex-boyfriends.
Oh shit.
And I think it's a very, very bad idea. They do a lot of stuff with her, or for her. They pay stuff. They take the car to the auto shop. But they have moved on to different relationships with different women, had kids with other women. And I'm just thinking to myself.
And they're still paying for her and hanging out with her?
And hanging out with her. So she's that third woman. So it's this crazy dynamic, which to me personally, I I don't want to see any of my ex-boyfriends with a new woman. It doesn't matter whether I care for you or not. It's just this bizarre feeling. And then for me to be like, oh, hi, baby mama. Hey, child that I've never had with you. And now you guys live in this beautiful oceanfront condo. And, you know, how can you be neutral? Like, I just don't understand that.
Like a little jealousy. Like
I just, it's like, but it's, and also it's like, why are you there? Because you're not letting him move on, and also he is like, now the ex is in the picture. She's my best friend. What is that? And I also think she's having a really, really hard time dating, and I believe it's because there's so much male energy or sexual male energy in her life that it's in a way, you know, subconsciously she's not fully giving herself to a new man because she knows there's always these other two men there.
And then there's karma as well. Karma.
Yes.
But she's currently not dating anybody new, right?
She's trying to, and I know
it's
for a
not gonna
fact
happen.
she's not having sex with these exes. I know that for
and they're
a fact.
still spending money on her?
Yeah.
Oh, hell.
Sucker.
Hell no.
That's like some Cleopatra shit, dude. Where like all the dudes
it's
just
a very
strange
thing.
Is she like really hot?
Yeah, she a hottie?
Yeah.
Is she giving them hand jobs at least?
No.
Nothing?
No, none of that. But I think,
hell no.
in a weird like codependency kind of situation.
These guys are idiots. I'm sorry, but these guys are stupid.
These guys are
idiots.
Yeah,
how old is this lady?
She's like 42.
So maybe it's an issue of like, but they never had kids with this girl.
No, and she tells me, well, I'm always the one that men leave.
Well,
and then there's always this dynamic
because she's still talking to exes.
But there's always this dynamic of like they come back and they come back and they come back because everyone would eventually get tired because this one dude, they were in a relationship together, they broke up, and 2 days later he's with this other girl. I mean, that I would have been so hurt.
There's something up there.
Yeah, this.
And I don't 100%.
It's not them.
Sometimes women just always make a bad decision on who they date.
And girls aren't always honest with other girls either. That she may still be sleeping with these guys.
Something's going on with
some
their
connection
penises.
Because look, if you had an ex and you try to hit her
cuddling.
Hey, you know you can get paid for that shit.
Just cuddling.
You know you can get paid for that shit,
right?
There's a profession. You can be a professional cuddler. I'm so down. You can charge like $100 an hour just to snuggle.
You know,
I love cuddling.
There was a lady I was dating that was telling me about an ex-boyfriend of hers, and she said, yeah, he would come over and we would just cuddle. We would just cuddle. He would lay in bed. Now, this woman had a nice ass, nice tatas, nice. If you look at her, you want to just bone her, okay? And she's telling me this dude would just come over and cuddle with her at night. And I'm like, come on, quit lying. Tell the truth. For real, be honest. I had to go through impress her, and then finally she's like, okay. He fucked me.
Stop lying. Be honest. Keep it cool. Stop lying.
Because it's so funny because men just, you all have these same, you know, same thoughts.
But women are liars. The women are good liars.
Women are exactly.
Absolute
women are good liars,
liars,
and women do worse things than men do.
Yes.
Women do worse things than men do. They're
I think
sneakier.
because men are more transparent, or just easier to. It's just easier to know what you're thinking. I mean,
you're not in trouble. No, you're not in trouble.
No, because
he's like, he's gonna get on me. You know? No, I'm listening. I just positioned my chair. That's all.
It's a fucking like biological thing, man. I don't know. I think the guys are on the hunt between the ages of 18. Let's say 18.
Shit.
18
like
and
15.
12. 12 years old.
Yeah, but you hunt yourself, dude, first. You know what I'm saying? But after a while, dude, when you start getting game and you start hunting, you know, all the fucking animate objects. I don't know, man. You get confident.
What you guys do when you're kids? Fuck.
I don't go down the fruit section anymore.
Oh my God.
It's a joke. But like, I don't know, man. When you get swag, you start dating girls. Like, I feel like.
Hey, we're getting a call, guys.
Oh, hey,
shit! I'm fucking nervous.
Hear it.
Answer.
I'm so nervous. It's probably Bill Clinton.
Probably.
Hello, caller. We have a caller.
Hi. Yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes. Yes. Who are we talking with? Hi.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. Can you hear me?
What's up, caller?
Hi. My name is Renee T. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Thank you for calling in.
And I was. Thank you. No problem. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking at you guys' segment, and I just had a comment in regards to having contact with exes.
Yes. Okay.
So me personally, I am probably friends with all my exes.
Oh, okay.
I believe that because of where we are and because the relationships happened so long ago, and because where we are in life now, it's kind of okay. I don't want them sexually. I don't want them emotionally. Some of them I'm actually cool with their significant others. And I think the significant others are okay with me because I think basically it's about your security level as a woman or a man in that relationship. If you're insecure, then you're probably going to have issues with your ex being friends with their ex. I mean, your current boyfriend or girlfriend being friends with their ex.
So, Renee T., let me ask you this question. You said there's no emotional connection, there's no sexual connection. So what is the reason you're still friends with your ex? Why do you want to remain friends with your exes?
I guess to clarify it, I mean, but what do you mean by emotional? Because it's not like emotionally I'm feeling you or emotionally I want you, but I care. Like if you were to die tomorrow, I'd
that's an emotional connection.
Okay, but do the current women know that you were an ex?
Yes, my ex-boyfriend, probably the person who I was in a relationship with the longest. Mm-hmm. His fiance, we talked through Messenger. We played dominoes together. Mm-hmm. Like the way that he explained it to her, they've been together for about 7 years, and the way that he explained it to her was that Renee is a friend of mine. She, looked out for me throughout all these years, mm-hmm. and she accepted it, and she knew that we were together, but she's secure in her relationship, and she's secure with him to know mm-hmm. that nothing's going to happen between the two of us. Like me and him gone to basketball games together, we've gone to dinner together, and she's okay with it because she knows that I'm not the type of female who's looking to, be with him like I was in the
Can
past.
you give us the name of your swinger club so we can write this down?
Sorry, Renee, we have to know. Renee, I have a comment for you. I feel like it's very admirable, and I think it's really cool that you're obviously at a level of emotional security and maturity that it's about friendship. You are celebrating the connection that you've had with these other relationships, and it's not about that intimacy. And I think that it's very rare to see that. I've heard other people talking about that, and it's something that it's very,
and that's the thing. It's rare.
It's very rare.
So when we're here talking about our, situations in the past and other people's situations, most people have these crazy relationships that it just don't mix and match.
Yeah. Right.
But there are the opposite of the realm, and people who actually do have a connection, like a really good friendship connection. That's rare.
Because that's how it should start, anyways. All these relationships that we end up in. We should start out as friends first to get to know these people, and then gradually become an intimate item. But like the way that society is now, it's like, dude, you see somebody's underwear before you see.
That's true.
See, my question.
It's too fast.
Here's my question. Are you sure that the ex is okay with you being his friend, or his friend and stuff like that? That's good. That's
what do you think about that, Renee? Are they cool?
You know what? At least that's the way she portrayed it to me. Now, if there's some underlying things going on that I'm not really sure about, I can't really make that determination. I just know that from our conversations, she invited me. She just had a baby and invited me to the baby shower.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you a cutie? Are you a hottie?
Who's hotter, Renee?
Who's hotter between you and the ex? Who's hotter?
That's always the question, huh?
Oh God, that's kind of harsh.
This is
the mentality show.
Mentality. I just want to know. I'm just curious. Are you hotter than she is?
I don't think that I'm ugly, and I don't think that she's ugly. Now she is shit. She got ass. I don't.
She one up you on that. I don't know what kind of ass you have, Renee, but if she got ass, that's a good start.
She's saying she's got more ass, So
there it is.
Renee, let me ask you this question: are you currently in a relationship with anyone? Do you have a boyfriend?
No, I don't.
Okay, now do you think the connection between you not having a boyfriend and you having contact with your exes, do you think that could be a reason why maybe about these exes you can't let go, and then it just prevents you from having a new relationship or starting a new relationship with someone?
I think like a certain individual that I've dated in the past, I think that might be something with him, but with this guy that I'm speaking about specifically, nothing's there. Like it's so me being alone at this particular moment isn't like making me want to stay friends with him because hopefully he'll dump his fiance and come running back to me. That like this is something that would never, ever, ever, ever happen again in life.
I have one question, one last one for you, Renee. If you ended up meeting like the new love of your life, and it came down to, you know, a discussion of, well, where are you going today? What's this party all about? Oh, it's my ex and his new fiance. If this new gentleman felt uncomfortable with you keeping contact with your ex, would you be willing to sacrifice that friendship for someone that you really love? And it was only the issue of, you know, I just don't think I don't think it's appropriate, this new gentleman. Would you sacrifice that friendship?
What is so to counteract that, are me and the new gentleman, are we heading towards
You're getting serious.
like a marriage?
Yep.
You're getting serious.
If I put a ring on that finger, were you going to let go of that guy?
Yeah.
Right.
I have to respect my new dude.
There you go.
Friendship
There we
or
go.
not,
There you go. I like that. Good job, Renee.
Name of Jesus
go.
Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Good job.
Thank you.
Now, from the Church of Jesus Christ and Latter-day Saints.
Hey, Renee, thank you. Thank you
Renee,
very much for calling.
thank you so much. Yes, thank you for your call. I'm sorry about to interrupt you. Go ahead. You want to thank
No
her?
problem, and keep doing a good job, guys. You guys are great.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Awesome.
Renee
Thanks
T.
a lot.
Bye.
That was a great question from Renee T. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for calling in.
Yeah, and if you, thank you so much for calling us. No, if you have, if any of you guys, have any questions, that's the perfect example of call in. We'll answer those questions. Any of your concerns, I'm telling you, from hepatitis to whether Trump can unite us, we will answer those questions.
Good to go.
You know, our number is 818-570-5085. We got a few more minutes to talk about this topic, gentlemen. Any stories from you regarding, or any issues from you regarding exes? To me, I think I mentioned this before. If he's been inside of you, did I mention that?
Yep.
Okay, all right.
But only because someone was inside of you doesn't mean that was a relationship. That's also two different things.
But if he's been inside of you, I don't want you talking to him, because if we're in a relationship, there's a chance that you having contact with this man.
Right.
I may have a trust for you, but I don't know who this fool is. I don't know if he still wants to be inside of you. And I know how men think as a man. I'm a man of a certain age. Yeah, guys at this table, if anybody that you've been inside of contacts you or still has contact with you, you want to and you're continuing contact with her, you most likely want to be inside of her again.
Look,
Am I right on that?
I see it. I see it like
Paulie's
this.
like, ooh.
Look, I see it like this.
Tough,
if I'm single, okay, if I'm single and she's single, and we're exes, and we look at each other a funny way. If I make you see fucking unicorns, bro, when we fuck, dude, that's gonna be some shit's gonna go down.
Damn.
Now the thing
Unicorns.
is this, like that exactly.
Ooh, that's.
But here's the deal, though. But if I get in a relationship with somebody else, that's when an ex is an ex for a reason, and that's it. It ends there.
So,
you know
you're saying when you're in a relationship, you're done with the exes, but when you're not in a relationship, you feel comfortable maybe making contact with an ex, and if she tells you she's involved with someone,
that's it. It's over.
Then you respect that.
It's over.
Okay.
And
go ahead.
How do you feel about getting back together with an ex?
Can't do it.
Can't do it. I think that's
can't do it.
There's a reason why they're an ex, right?
An ex is an ex.
They had their
Yeah.
chance. They fucked
Yeah,
up.
I
Don't
agree.
fuck up my chance. You know
You can
what I mean?
fuck me, but don't fuck up again.
I have a couple of real quick comments about the whole concept of unicorns, dude, and having this idea in your mind that you blew this chick's socks off, and I mean that's
Socks
that's
and sandals.
cool, but remember that's only one part, socks and chanclas. That's only one part, dude. So like, yeah, you may have given this girl a time of her life, but that was a long time ago, and there's definitely been more weekends and more people and around. It's like
Other unicorns.
other unicorns, dude.
true.
So like, just keep in mind that was your time. You did what you had to do. Enjoy it. But there's a reason why you're an ex.
But
This
I
goes
want-
for everybody.
But I want some more. I want some more.
Exactly. So maybe it's not so much. You know,
Cycle.
it's what you want. And also, I have a good feel-good story. You know, I actually married my ex. I ended up having some time way long time ago, over 10 years ago. We needed distance. It needed to stop for a while. We took some time apart, and then after experiencing a little bit of the world out there, I was like, dude, I really love this girl. This is really the one I missed the most. She felt the same way. We reconnected, and that was it. And everything in between got buried, and that's it.
You were part of that 70%. 70 percentile.
And
No,
we're still
actually,
together.
you're the 10% that made it.
Yeah.
And we fight like fucking cats and dogs.
There
man.
it is.
But I still love this girl. And anybody else, whether or not there was a unicorn involved, I don't really
think
give
Paulie
two
and I
shits about
partied
anybody
a
else.
lot during that time too.
Hey,
we had a
those
few
are-
drinks.
That's probably like a whole other episode.
It's another show.
Keep it in mind, man. Emotional maturity, security, all that shit.
course.
It all plays into what we decide to do with that.
Absolutely.
So okay, that was Paulie D's piece. My piece on this is if he's been inside outside of you, then
inside of
I don't want you talking to him if you're with me. That's my opinion.
That's true. I get it.
Any last words from you, Gina Banic?
Exes should stay exes and stay in the past and stay the hell away from me.
Damn. Vato V?
Again, man, I'm sticking with my story, man. An ex is an ex for a reason, dude. Unless you're single, then you're good to go.
I agree.
Yeah.
I believe if you're an ex, you're an ex. That's it. It's over, man. Unless you're like in your 20s.
What if she had a really fat ass? I mean, come on.
I'm saying, if you're in your 20s and you're a good-looking dude, you're probably pulling some hot little broads.
So you don't need to.
So
That's
stay friends.
Okay, but
if you're in your 40s, to their ex.
Because men always ask, was she good looking, right? So what if your ex is now not good looking?
Man, that's what she's an ex.
She's an ex.
She should have never been a girlfriend to begin with.
What the hell?
But she was cute once upon a time, and then nature took its course.
See, but men are
Now she's
visual.
a
We're
ugh.
visual. I'm a visuals guy. Like, oh my,
Right.
that's turned into a visual.
Right.
Come on now, that's just me.
He likes
I'm
cosplay type.
can't-
There
shit.
you go.
You don't get unicorns with an ugly chick. You get fucking turtles and shit, right? I don't think that's
What
gonna
if
happen.
you know?
The frog didn't turn into a prince. Oh, shit.
What if you meet with an ex and you still think she's that hottie from back in the day, and she just looks like
Hey guys, hey.
a camel, you know,
monster.
like a thirsty camel, and she knocks on your door, and you were thinking it's
What's
going down.
She had two big humps.
Wobbly looking.
I'll go get
I don't
her.
know
What
what's
do
the
you
ride
do?
between those
Like,
humps.
what do you guys do?
I'll go
You
get
know
her.
what I mean?
I'll get her a water
Nothing.
bottle.
Or a beer. Or a beer.
Get yourself
oops,
a beer
it's
so
late.
she'll look better.
I just want to see what a thirsty camel looks like.
All right, looks like we got to wrap this thing up,
It's a
folks.
rough
That's been our
ride.
show. Next week's topic is going to be, we don't know yet. We're going to let you know.
Dicks.
You know what? We're actually going to put it on our website. It's going to
Paulie likes this topic. It's called dicks.
I hate that shit.
See, if you guys don't know, he drinks a little bit before the show. Settle down, Texas.
Iced tea.
So, all right, this is what we're gonna do. So, check us out. We're like I said, we're here to answer any questions. Send us emails.
I think who's drinking here? Who's drinking here?
drinking?
Motherfucker.
How would Bill end this story? How would Bill end this?
Oh man, feels like I don't fuck with my exes unless they got asses. I don't know. Hey, check us out on www.thementalityshow.com. You can also check us out on any of all the social media websites, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Catch the full video on
Tinder,
YouTube.
Backpage.
Facebook.
All
Ashley
that.
Madison, we're
Swipe
on all
left,
that
swipe
shit.
right. All that above.
Guys, we love you.
Caller, thank you very much for hitting us up.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Colin.
Renee T in the house. Good job.
Yes, thank you.
So we'll see you guys
Gina,
next
thank you,
week.
Gina.
The Mentality Show, www.thementalityshow.com. Love you. Peace. Happiness. Mwah.
Vámonos.
Vámonos. Vámonos.
You're listening to The Mentality Show, only on LA Talk Radio.